religion is love. That was what he
So
always
that's
said.
more or less
The
for
real
us, but
religion
might not
love.
agree with us 100%.
Yes. Yeah, so he was never really into, I mean, coming from a Catholic background, he was never into like all those typing or whatever. But there was a time the whole Pentecostalism got into him, and he was, the story he told me was very funny. So he went to church and he told them to sow their last money and trust God that God is going to do blah, blah, blah. So he sowed his last money, thinking that the miracle was going to happen. He had to climb bus, so like, not climb, like the back of the bus, you know what I mean? He had to hop to get home, so since then he knew that all those things were scam.
But you see, he was lucky. Do you know why he was lucky?
He moved here.
The person that was unlucky was the person that got what he thought was a breakthrough that got him hooked for 10 years. That's the unlucky fellow. You see, by the time you enter bus, your eye go clear, say, sugar, what did I just do? But that guy, where maybe the next day somebody dashed him some money, or a check he was expecting, came in. Let me give you an example here. There's one guy on the radio, Classic FM. I don't want to mention his name. We're on a boat cruise or some island cruise, 2016, thereabout. And where the tithe argument was more like 2018, the tithe argument came up. And he was like, that month that he paid tithe, that he had not paid tithe before, the month that he paid tithe, he got a check of $7,000 tax refund or something. And my first question was, by the time you paid your tithe, the check was already in the mail.
That's correct.
You see, people just see it as, wow, that thing was prepared a month ago or 6 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It was approved before you paid that tithe.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's not like you paid the tithe and then the next, whatever you got was approved a month before, 2 months before, had nothing to do with your tithe. But you see, people don't like to think things deep. They will just look at the not the peripherals, the superficials of a story and work with it. And that is what makes religion so dangerous. Now, there are many things I experienced. You see, imagine Pella, born 30 years ago. Whatever talent he has would have been useless then. He probably would have ended up as a carpenter or a plumber or whatever it is that his parents could afford. Because sometimes some people are born in an era that cannot find their purpose. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That's one. Happens to a lot of people. Imagine Linda Ikeji, born in 1960. What does she want? How does she want to blog? You understand me? Now, there's also the class of people, which is 90% of the people. You are too afraid. Because once you see somebody on their purpose, one of the first signs you will tell is hardship. It is never convenient. It is always so much easier to follow the trend. Go to school, get a nursing degree, get a job, get paid. It is always going to be easier than finding your purpose. Your talent and your purpose are two different things. I'm just trying to use it to illustrate. And I'll use myself as an example. My birthday is on the 6th of May. PT was like, I don't celebrate birthdays. So I was talking to PT, was like, Daddy Freeze, we have to throw down. Daddy Freeze, we will do party. So me, I was like, I don't celebrate birthdays. One of the biggest things in the world is there are very few people who want to be publicly associated with Daddy Freeze. That's why those who are, I guard them jealously. I can tell the people that want to use me to rise up the social ladder. I can tell. I
Yeah.
can tell like this. But you see, those ones who are already up the ladder. That's why when I say I want to move with poor people, it's not because of anything. Because my heart has been broken more by poor people than rich people. I'm telling you. And I'm going somewhere with this, yeah. It's not like some rich people also, they refuse to associate with me because of, you don't know what I went through in 2006, 2016, 2017. 2016, for 3 years till 2019, I was living on minimum wage. Not minimum wage, but like my
Just your
salary was
salary.
like my salary was like $500 a month. And that's all I had to pay school fees, to pay bills, to service car, buy petrol, and show up to work. It was a period in my life that I'll never pray for anybody to go through. But if I hadn't gone through it, I will not be able to establish my purpose. I want you to read
Mm.
this for me. Go to the book of Isaiah.
Okay.
Even though we're talking today about pastors and why they should be in prison, but because Isaiah chapter 20, verse 3.
Okay.
Or maybe you
Isaiah
should
20,
read
verse
verse
3.
3. Just read verse 3 because I didn't plan for it. So
Okay.
let's, yeah.
Then the Lord said, my servant Isaiah has been walking around no clothes and barefoot for the last 3 years. This is a sign, a symbol of the terrible troubles I will bring upon Egypt and Ethiopia. Verse 4. But the king of Assyria will take away the Egyptians and Ethiopians as prisoners.
Now,
He'll
if you
make
read
them
from
more.
verse 1, just read from verse 1.
Okay, from verse 1. In the year when King Zagon of Assyria sent his commander-in-chief to capture the Philistine city of Ashdod, the Lord told Isaiah, son of Amos, take up the burlap you have been wearing and remove your sandals. Isaiah did as he was told and walked around no clothes and barefoot.
You see, when the Lord called Isaiah into his purpose, he walked around without clothes and barefoot for 3 years. If your purpose does not make you look like a mad person, you have not got to your purpose yet. You have to see, ask anyone. Google Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton ran without clothes to the king's palace. Sorry, it wasn't, I said Isaac Newton, Archimedes.
Okay.
The Archimedes ran without clothes to the king.
The famous mathematician and inventor in ancient Greece is especially important for the discovery of the relation between surface and volume of the sphere and circumscribing cylinder.
Just type his name and type NAKED. Very important. That's where we're going. Great smell.
According to legend, the ancient Greek polymath Archimedes ran without clothes through the street of Syracuse, shouting "Eureka!" and found it after discovering the principle of buoyancy while in his bath. He was taking a bath when he discovered it. He realized that water displacement could determine the volume of an irregular shaped object, solving a challenge to verify the purity of King Hero 2 gold crown. Wow.
So Google Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis.
Okay.
Semmelweis.
Okay. I think I remember this one.
Yeah.
Is called the Savior of Mothers.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pioneer of
You know where he ended up?
procedures and was described as the Savior of Mothers.
Uh-huh.
You want me to keep going?
Do you know where he ended up?
Let me see. Oh, after a number of unfavorable lashed out against his critic, he was highly problematic. It's impossible. He was buried in Vienna in
He ended up in a mental home because they rejected. You see,
his cause of death was called blood poisoning.
but he was already in a mental home. The blood poisoning happened in a mental home.
Yeah.
Because he told, he
yes.
told the world that, look, washing your hands with chlorine water and soap can save the lives of mother and child. They said he was mad because, you see, the time when he discovered it, people had not yet discovered germs. So they thought people fell sick from bad air. So they did not suspect that the thing that could be buying you is on your hand. So he came with the theory. He was able to prove it, but because it went against the grind, I call it the Lucifer moment. The moment you discover that Lucifer was never the devil. In no biblical text was Lucifer ever referred to as the devil. It doesn't exist. Oh, how you are fallen from heaven, oh Lucifer. I was talking about the king of Babylon, that God himself appointed as his deputy. So because people say, oh, how can he be talking of a human king if he are fallen from heaven? Do you think these people wrote this book with plain English? Do you speak Yoruba?
No. Well,
do you know what is Moti Jegbese?
You're in debt.
But if you are to transcribe it, I have eaten a debt.
I've eaten debt. Yeah, I've eaten.
Do people eat debt?
No, you cannot.
So it is metaphorical. You see, the first problem people encounter, the Bible was not written in English. The language it was written, at least 10 to 20% of the things cannot fit into the English language. Let me give you an example. In my mother's language, Romanian, they have male and female words. Like car is mașina, is a female word. So you ordinary things like aeroplane, avion, is a male word. So there are languages that have, even French has male and female words. Thank you very much. Shirt, mom with cape, Olaoluwa says, I love your shirt. Shirt in Romanian is kamasha. Kamasha is a female word. In Yoruba, they don't have male and female words. In English, they don't have male and female words. That alone will give you a translation problem. When you now enter the poetry, let me give you an example. There's a rhyme we used to sing in Romanian. I've forgotten it, but I can remember the bars. It says something something in liceu, something something in veceu. Now, liceu is secondary school, veceu is toilet. In English, does toilet rhyme with secondary school or high school? High school is liceu, toilet is veceu. So if you have a song, you know, it's funny song that, oh, the guy in secondary school ended up in the toilet and is rhyming liceu and veceu. Carry it into another language to sound stupid. So you need to understand that the language alone has destroyed the context of anything you are trying to derive at will always be a negotiation. So the trick is, let's negotiate as little as possible. Let's get as many facts on the table so we negotiate very little. I'll give you an example. There used to be one, when we're in nursery school those days, there used to be a rhyme that we used to rhyme. Why did the fly fly? Because the spider spider. You understand? Take it out of English, it's meaningless. Fly, fly are the same word. Spider spied her. So why did the fly fly? Because the spider spied her. So it becomes, why did the fly fly? Because the spider spider. Why did the fly fly? Because carry it into any other language and say how stupid you sound. In Romanian, fly is musca. To fly is boara. In Yoruba, to fly, a fly insect is eshishin. To fly is fo. So musca's boara in Romanian is eshishi fo. In Yoruba is fly fly in English. You can't get it in any other language like that. Just like lichel, vechel, you can't get it in any other language. So the poetic license of the language is lost. That's why I like to call it the Lucifer moment. The moment you discover that Lucifer was never the devil, that is when you now begin to, because if you read 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19, just type 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19. Beside it, type Vulgate or VUL beside it and show me what comes up. We don't enter trouble. I won't pay for something and Zenith Bank just decided, say they no one work. Okay. Hey, Mudana. Other bank. Select a bank. Nigeria, all banks just decide to just misbehave at once. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm trying to use AI mode. Let me see.
No, just open it, Vulgate.
Okay. So the first one that is showing here, because when I type 2 Peter 1 verse 19, Latin Vulgate, this is what opens, the first one.
It opens the Latin Bible.
I think it's it just says Blue Letter Bible.
Type
I don't
Vulgate.
think yeah.
Just, I want you to look for the Vulgate. It will be there online. It's always online. Yeah, hello, Maris. Yeah. Let me ask her. I think she has called the lady. Bene, call these people now. You're not interested in the thing anymore. So what are you? Not to close, just know. And then tomorrow. Hoo-hee.
I can't read Latin. It opens et habemus.
Yes, yes. Now scroll down. Scroll down. You will see the word Lucifer there. Inside it, just scroll down with your eyes. If you can flip your camera and show me with your back camera, I'll show it to you right there.
Lucena?
No, that's not scroll down. Just that in verse 19. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, this is verse 19.
No,
Can
no,
you see?
I can't see it because it will be mirror. It will even be mirror. So you have to put it on your back camera.
Oh, okay. Let me
Just put it behind your phone. I want you guys to look at this.
If can you see it? Because it doesn't look clear from my
It's
end.
very small. I can't see it.
Yeah.
But from the Ed Heberos, read from that beginning part.
This one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it not still look clear?
No, read it to yourself.
Okay. Et habemus.
Yes.
Femorum. Propheticum.
You are trying.
Simonem.
Continue.
Qui benefacticis attendete quasi lucena lucenti.
Continue.
Calignoso. Donec de elusecat. Et Lucifer oreatu in
Cordibus vestris. Can you see the word Lucifer there?
Yes, I can see the word.
That's
Lucifer.
the Latin Bible.
That's on the table.
That is the Latin Bible.
The word Lucifer
is there.
Lucifer.
Now, the Latin Bible was the only Bible the world had for 1,200 years before the authorized English Bible was bought. Now, I want you to Google that 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19 in NLT.
Okay. Oh, I have it. So let me have it. So. 2 Peter 1:19.
Yes.
NLT. Because of that experience, we have greater confidence in the message proclaimed by the prophets. You must pay close attention to what they wrote, for their words are like a lamp shining in a dark place, until the day dawn and Christ the morning star shines in your heart.
So you have Christ the morning star shines in your heart. In the Latin Bible, morning star was rendered as Lucifer. So in the Latin Bible, it clearly says, until Christ the Lucifer rises in your heart. It is there. Yeah. You just have to put two languages side by side.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to the Greek, the original, because this New Testament was first written in Greek. Let's remember, not Latin, not English. It was written in Greek. And in the Greek Bible, you clearly have the word phosphorus. So if you type 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19 Greek, you will see that same word that was rendered as Lucifer in Latin and morning star in English as phosphorus in Greek. So how did you can see it? How did Lucifer become the devil? Because of stupidity. Because people take religion as something you cannot question. That is why I tell you must question it. I am not atheist. I am not agnostic for saying that it is not physically possible for Noah to carry polar bear and lion and put in a boat. It is not possible for the people during the time of Tower of Babel to build a tower that reached the heavens.
Never.
It is not possible. Till today, we have aeroplane, we have satellite, we have this Starlink that I'm using to broadcast. This satellite is not even, is at the edge of the planet. And yet, we have not gotten to heaven. How can you tell me that primitive people who were pooing inside the bush, the Bible says they were pooing inside the bush. Everybody should have a shovel. You go and poo inside the bush and dig the and cover it. How could you tell me that those people who built a tower that got to heaven, are you mad? You are afraid to ask questions. And that's what religion does to you. It makes you afraid of asking questions. It makes you judge your brain instead of the stupidity that they put forward. And it happens like that every single time. Normally, if you go give person your money, say, imagine say you meet somebody for Daddy Freeze Live. Let's say Eko Abiola. Eko Abiola can say, Efe, give me your money. You understand? Let me build a house for you in Nigeria. Then if can't tell you, say, sorry, your money lost. Say, there was a huge flood that covered the whole of Nigeria. But God selected different animals and put in the ark. And I was one of the people that was saved by the flood. But I couldn't carry your money because they say we are not allowed to carry anything on the board. I swear, you and Eko Abiola go to EFCC office this night. You and EFCC, you and Eko Abiola, una go to EFCC office this night. But a pastor will tell you this story and you will say it is the power of God. That's the problem with religion. It stops you from thinking. It doesn't mean I don't believe in God. It doesn't mean I don't believe in it. I don't have to be stupid. Primitive people saw something that they did not understand and they wrote it out best they understood it. And they passed it from generation to generation. Do you know that? Just how old are you, Efe?
35.
35. God bless you. You don't be old. Very good. Have you ever sat down with your mother and your sisters and they told you a story of your childhood that you remember differently? Like, in your mind, you've not had that experience?
Yeah, because I don't have siblings and my parents are late.
Okay, maybe your cousins or your primary school friends. Maybe they tell you, say, I remember that day that the tree fell and there was a snake. You remember that the tree fell, but you can't remember the snake. It happens to me when me and my family sit down to talk about things that happened when we're 12. You'll notice that every single person has a slightly different. Now, there was one day I brought my sister here to tell a story about one Muslim miracle. There were some things that my sister said. Were you there? Yes. There were some things that my sister said that I remember differently. And I was like 15 then. We're there. She was watching from the balcony. I was on the fence. They said, make her come down and say, for my papa's house. Now, they can't carry me down from the fence. My miss me could not born for the fence. So I was there. I witnessed the whole. That was the first time I saw Peking coming out of a woman. I know just well. I say, Laila, this is our fence. I want to see what they do there. They shout. After a while, I joined them. I become doctor on top fence. Carry and go like this. But we all remember it differently. Of course, the bulk of the story remains the same. It was until the affair came that the placenta came out. But some little details in the story, because I'm 50 this year, my younger sister is 48. And this thing happened when I was 15. So it's like 33 years ago.
Yeah.
Of course, there'll be some fragments of the story that I may remember differently. Now, the Bible, the New Testament was written not by the original authors, scholarly consensus, but by people who were told the story like 20 to 30 years later. There will always be discrepancies in the stories. Do you trust your grandmother to give you an account of something that happened without her bringing a superstition into it?
No.
If I call my mother-in-law, who is my children's grandmother, what happened? It was God that saved us. Meanwhile, if you look at the story well, you will see it was them that put themselves inside the trouble and them that brought themselves out of it. But because
Yeah.
the person was raised with superstition and religion, the first gravitation they gravitate is
But,
towards putting God in the story.
yeah.
People stand down in front of me and say, man, God answers prayer. I'm looking at the person, I'm like, if God answers prayers and you are living witness of this God, I don't want to worship this your God. Say, now you be the answer. Elon Musk not tell us, say, God answer in prayer. Let me break how much money Elon Musk has to you, so you understand that normal economics cannot accommodate his money. How much does the average person earn in America in a year?
Mm. Depending on the state.
Just give me something random.
If you're going to go above minimum wage, so maybe 40, 45. Let me see.
45K a year?
Let me see. Let me see what's minimum wage. Yeah, I'm coming. Because I know there are a lot of Americans here. Before they will say Ada is lying. Let
Okay,
me
guys,
Google
give me a
it.
figure. Give me a figure. Guys that are watching, give me a figure.
Actually, it's less. So minimum wage is 15,000
A year.
$80 a year.
Come on. Yeah, too bad though.
So
Oh yeah,
if you're above minimum
Americans, give me
wage,
an idea of how much the average American earns in a year. Let's leave
okay.
Nigeria. Nigeria not even enter this equation.
Average yearly income of an American. Average yearly income.
Of an American. No. I want people to share. People who are watching.
Okay.
Let them share their own
Okay.
experiences.
Okay. Yes. I
Let's
have the
work.
figure here.
What's
Yeah.
the figure you have? 63,000.
63,795.
All right. So let's do 63,000. We have 60. You guys, Americans, you not go argue now. You not go talk later. Say that the phrase just say how much do people earn? You don't have to make it accurate. If you are earning 70K,
Yeah.
you can say between 80 and 90K. Sorry, between 60 and
Mm-hmm.
80K. Just let us have an idea so we can work with this. Oh yeah, where are you guys? Talk, guys, talk. We are going somewhere.
It's not hanging, right? Because I'm not seeing. Why are people not commenting?
It's hanging, I think, because I'm watching with
Oh,
another
okay.
account and it's struggling.
Oh, okay.
Should I end and come right back?
Okay.
Let's
That's fine. Because
end and
I
come right
typed
back.
hello and I saw it now. Okay. And I'll come back.
So let's end and come right back.
Okay.
I think hello everyone.
Hello.
Mhm. All right, are we back? Okay, so the
Yes,
argument
I think
was
that's the question. Yeah.
what is the average annual salary of an American by your own standards? And I really hope Americans can share with us now. Are you seeing anything, guys?
I'm waiting for the comments. Okay, somebody said 55K.
55K average American salary. As soon as I did America, how much now they earn for 1 year?
Somebody said 49 to
50K,
55K, depending on the state.
around 55K. Now, this 55K, is it before tax or after tax? The 55K, is it before tax or after tax?
I think it's based on what they say in their W2. So that would be tax.
So before tax. So how much is your salary? Use yourself as an example. How much is your salary after you have removed tax?
Me.
Not, you don't give us the exact figure, but just around the neighborhood. Let's say like 50K, Abby, a year.
No, I'm definitely more than that.
After tax.
After tax, yeah, more than that.
Okay, should we say 60K?
No, more than that.
Okay,
So
70.
maybe after tax might be, because my pre-tax was on my W2 is between, let me say, 130, 138.
Okay, so after tax will be like 90K.
And they take like maybe close to 20%. So if you do the math, might be like around maybe 100.
Okay, fantastic. So after tax, now you are not minimum wage, you are not bare minimum. So you are making $100,000 a year and you live well, right?
Okay.
You live well. I'm going somewhere with
Okay.
this. I want you to understand my analogy. You live well. If you are not living well, you cannot be on my life. You'll be somewhere working in a factory, right? Someone said mine is 120K a year. After I remove tax, let's just say is 100K. Okay.
A little less, yeah.
Imagine earning 100K a day.
100K a day.
How is that?
Wow.
Imagine earning 100K a day for 50 years. Okay, you are 35. Wow. You are 35. So imagine earning 100K a day, not a year. If you earn 100K a year, in 35 years, you would have earned $3.5 million. In 35 years. Now
35 years, yeah.
imagine earning 100K a day for 35 years. Does that give you some perspective?
Mm-hmm. It's
Now
already like,
imagine
yeah, that's a lot.
earning 100K a day since the day Yahushua was put on the cross till today. Let's do the math. Grab your calculators,
Wow.
everybody. Grab your
Okay.
calculators, everybody.
Okay.
So 100K a day, how many days do we have in a year?
365.
So let's
My
multiply
calculator.
100 times
100.
365.
100 times 365. That's
That's 100,000.
1,000.
Sorry,
Oh,
100,000
100,000. Okay.
times 365. So in 1 year, you are making $36,500,000.
Yeah.
Now multiply this by 2,000 years. Sorry, we are in year 20. Come in. We are in year 2025.
2026.
2026. So multiply this by 2026 years. You might have to bend your calculator like this because the number of no carry on. So you have to bend your calculator. So times
No, you can carry it.
2026. How much money do you have?
So this will be 73,949,000,000.
That's the tithe of Elon Musk money.
No, monthly.
Google how much Elon Musk is worth. Google his net worth. Just put it to Google now. What is Elon Musk's net worth?
Wow. Oh yeah, 840 to 8.
It's not even up to his tithe.
Wow.
If you earned $100,000 a day since the day Yahushua was nailed to the cross, and you've been earning it every day, not every year, daily, every 7 p.m. they send you $100,000. Every 7 p.m. they send you $100,000. Today they've sent you your own. You have not made 10% of Elon Musk's wealth in 2026 years. I want you to understand, I want you to have a perspective of how wealthy this man is. Thank God I managed to put this thing on this UPS that is not working. That will soon buy. So Elon Musk has not come to tell us that God blessed him. It is your parents that you are sending feeding money in the village.
Wow.
You see, Elon Musk has money. People have never actually sat down to understand the vastness of this man's money.
Yeah.
You have never sat down to actually think that, okay, this money is plenty, That's why I say, what's your annual salary? For someone that is doing well in the US. That's your 100K that you are collecting in the US. If you lived in the UK, you will not collect 20 or 30K.
Yeah.
And those people on 20 or 30K, they are paying mortgage. They are eating food, they are drinking beer, they are knocking their wives, the wives are giving birth. Now imagine you did not any for a year. Look how comfortable your life is. And this is what you collect in 365 days. Now imagine you're collecting this daily. Now imagine you're collecting this not just daily, but for 2026 years. And everything added together does not make 10% of Elon Musk's money. That is how vast this man's money is. And he has not come to say it is God that gave it to him. But your parents, I guarantee that there are 144 people watching me on Instagram. Out of 144 people, at least 140, if you remove me, because I send my dad some money here and there, not much. I've never sent my mother any money before in my entire life, because my mother has 4 cars. You understand? My mother, one day, me and my mother were sitting down, we're quarreling over who has gone to more parts of the world. And by the time my mom begin claiming, I don't keep quiet, I don't act like say I know they're there again. I can tell you that at least 140 out of 144, now they send your parents money home every day. But meanwhile, you are ready to take financial advice from these same parents. Someone say he believes in God. Stop that thing. He's atheist. He does not believe in God. He just says 1 or 2 things that, oh yeah, he's not religious. He doesn't pray. Even if he believes there's God somewhere, today he will say he doesn't believe. Tomorrow, stop trying to rob Elon Musk into you people's stupidity. Even if he believes in God, does he believe in God like your parents that go and sweep church? If please help me, because it looks like it's me that my head is not working. Have you ever sat down to actually think critically? Have you ever sat down to actually think critically?
Financially independent.
For you to say your mom is fine, that's why I said 4 of us out of this 140. You not past 4. That our parents are financially independent. You not past 4.
Yeah.
You can't see 4 out of 100 Nigerians that their parents are doing okay in old age. But you still go and take financial advice from these your parents. I was discussing with somebody today, earlier on. I said, this life, you don't really understand it. And the moment you understand that you don't understand life, that's understanding first. Everything. When I bought my house in 2013, I paid for it 2013. Because I was changing both Naira and dollars, I have an idea of how much I paid for it. It was about $300,000. In 2013, $300,000 was 45 million Naira. Right?
Yeah.
So I bought my house for 45 million Naira. Today, because of the coastal road, the value of the property in my estates have gone up to almost 400 million Naira. In your mind, it looks like I've made money.
No.
300,000, just $300,000 is between 410 and 450 million. But guess what? That's $300,000 now. Imagine $300,000 then will be like $450,000 now because of the value of the dollar then. What you could have bought with $300,000 then, you cannot buy it with 45 million with $300,000 now. So $300,000 13 years ago is about $450,000. I have not yet broken even. Even on the let's imagine 300,000 to 300,000. I never still break even in 13 years. But it looks like it's such a fantastic deal. Until you sit there and realize that I had a Rolex President green dial that I sold in COVID because I had 2. And I remember that I bought the watch for 8 million Naira. And I sold it for 90 million Naira. I made money both in Naira and in dollars. Because the watch was $56,000 then. And I sold it for nearly 70. The reason why I even sold it for 60-something K was because I just wanted to let it go. And I needed some money. How long did I hold the watch for? 2017? No, sorry, when did I watch for? 2018 or so.
So like 2 years.
2018 to 2021, the year after COVID. Like 3-4 years. I turned 8 million times 10 in Naira plus an extra 10 million. It doesn't make sense because life doesn't make sense. Most people that tell you, follow me, follow me, follow me. By the time you follow them a little, you realize that even them are doing guesswork. The only difference between them and you is that they have a bit more information about their guesswork. When I entered radio in 1996, everybody said I was going to be a failure. My classmates laughed at me. I used to walk in the university to the bus stop to go and enter bus. I wasn't particularly the cool guy that you wanted to have at your party. You understand?
It's hard to believe that though, that if you look cool, so.
Oh, yeah, I look cool now. Was I cool then? No. People laughed at me. They said, you want to go and do media, radio? What's that? But I took a gamble on myself. Where am I going with this? The people you are following, how far in life have they gone? The people are telling you, don't do it like this, or if you do it like this, you enter trouble. Do it like this, or if you do it like this, you make it. Have they made it? Ask yourself this question. You have to understand that if me now, for instance, I say, Omo, if I get 1 billion naira, I go first go buy Ruvuelto. So that when I pull up at my meetings, I'm going to charge more money when they see me driving. You, where they work as nurse, you go buy Ruvuelto. They feel from there, sack you. They feel from there, call IRS, say, this person where they drive Ruvuelto, we don't know the work where he do. They feel begin to jealous you. Because what works in my career and in my field does not work in your field.
Yeah.
That is how life is in general. But we tend to believe that older people are wiser. We tend to believe without questioning. Me, now maybe from when I small, now I don't know, see, my brain, I was certified, I can't use the word genius because it'll be like bragging, Mensa at 12. My IQ is 156. So I see that I look at my father and my mother, they read all these books. As if you enter library in my house, one book big like this. Then my mom get volume 1 to 20. And volume 1 are like this. Then you enter my papa's side. Only the cancer book be like this. Oncology. And my papa get a library. Then I look at them, they drive 504. Then my mama, they drive my papa leftover car. Then one man wey no go school, where they call Arishi Kola Alao for Ibadan. They drive bulletproof limousine. They drive my favorite sports car then, 300 ZX. I will tell you the number plate of, let me tell you, I remember Arishi Kola Alao's black 300 ZX. The number plate was OY1AE. Before they are introduced, I will tell you the number plate. His number plate is in my memory, OY1AE. I sit down, I look my parents with this book. I look this Arishi Kola, I don't read this book. I say, Baba, whatever this guy is doing, now I want to know. I don't want to know anything like they talk. Do you know what it is to remember somebody else's car number plate? Not the car, the number plate of another person's motor. I don't remember my mama. I still remember my father's car, OY19860, because we sang it as a song. It was our first car. I can't remember my mother's number plate, but I can remember another man's number plate. Thought to tell you, say, I still don't look my parents. As if I follow these people, I go lost. See, these people, no. So anytime they give me advice, now so they look them. When they talk the advice finish, they go do the opposite. I clocked it at a very early age that no. These people don't have a clue where they are going. One day my mama sit down. She tell me, say, why do people have 2 cars? Can you drive 2 cars at the same time? I say, I will not follow you. I've just told me. Meanwhile, my mom now, when she don't get her own money now, she get 4 cars. See, You have a saloon, if you have money, you have a saloon car that is comfortable. You have an SUV that you can take off-roading or where road no good. You have a sports car that is a convertible that you can drive and drop the top and enjoy the speed and the sound. Then you can have an investment car. You get some particular Ferraris, you get some particular Lotuses, you get some particular cars where if you had bought them 5 years ago, you'd be selling them times 4 their value now. So the reason why you have one car is because you not get money. Because no, Femi Otedola cannot say he hates car, he hates car, he hates car, he get only one car. At least go get one car for an escort. Even if now one car he get, at least he must go around with police. And those police, when they follow and go, no, they're not go waka leg now, they're not go ride Okada. They must have one car. So at least minimum, you must have 2 cars. Those days, Arisha Kola used to go around in his 20-car convoy. Minimum, say he not really want waka with many cars, that they go out with 5 cars or 4 cars. So I sat down, I looked at these people, and I'm like, it not be like, say, these people know where they go. So they could not talk fast, man. I would not do like this, they look them. When they talk finish, I just do, hey. So for me to take religious advice from them was already hard because I could not take financial career advice from them first. What most people take from their parents as advice, I struggled taking from my own. Because there was one time, my party say, oh, it's good to be a doctor, it's good to be a doctor. You not get 300 headaches. You not get Lambo. Papa, it didn't work for me. So I didn't. So if I can't take financial advice from you, I don't look and say, this thing, be like say you don't know they talk the more I put them to the test, the more they kept failing those financial tests. Then now you will come tell me, say, God. I beg, you don't know anything about God. Because that same authority when you go tell me this finance where you don't know, now you go use take about God. Then if I ask a question, one guy told me one thing one day. He said that those people that have sold their soul to the devil, that when they get to hellfire, say now them go be the people where they will be like the chairmen for hellfire where Satan they use punish other people. Now so I carry the gist go, I'll say, Baba, I hear something. Now my partner say, no, it's not like that, it's not like that. I ask and say, okay, how is it? And I was listening, waiting, ready to hear this brilliant talk. And then my father goes back into the dogma. No, you have to be like this, you have to be like this. Oh, because the book said it. And all I saw was secular reasoning. The more I tried, okay, you say this your holy book is God's word. How do you know? Because it says so. So the confirmation of the claim of the claimant is inside the claim. It used to give me headache. It used to give me headache. Daddy, why is this thing like that? The Holy Book says so. Is there no other outside verification for this Holy Book? Then they will go and bring some doctored. Let me tell you, when I was young, the story of Moses in in Egypt, bothered me.
Okay.
So you know what they told me? They said that they found Pharaoh's body at the bottom of the sea, that the Holy Book said the body of the Pharaoh will be preserved. And the body of Pharaoh Ramses was preserved. But the problem is, history clearly says there was no Exodus under Ramses, Ramses' son, or Ramses' father. So Ramses, whose body is intact, cannot be the Pharaoh, even if the what's that book of Moses, that Bible movie. There's a movie about the Exodus, my darling. What was it again? 10 Commandments. 10 Commandments mentioned Ramses. Please, I beg any of you, go to Egypt. If you don't believe Egypt, go to all the regions around Egypt and go and look for them. Tell you that there was once a guy called Moses in this place. So I just saw, I didn't understand it as secular reasoning, but I understand that you cannot, I used to tell them that this book is not proof. It is the claim. The book claims that Moses was in Egypt. The moment the claim and the proof are the same thing, there's a problem. Let me give you an example. Efe says she did not sleep with, let me look for a guy here. Let's say Oluwa.he. How do I know that Efe did not sleep with Oluwa? Because Efe said it. Have I gone to ask Oluwa.he? Have I gone to ask Oluwa.he's sister? Have I gone to ask Oluwa.he's mother? Have I gone to ask Efe's ex-boyfriend that broke up with her? So the person making the claim is the person giving the proof. It can never make sense. As in, my brain used to overheat. At a point, I wanted to go and get a radiator for my brain. Just trying to listen to religious claims. And the more I tried to listen, the more I became the bad one. The more I became, they will label you. You are heretic. You are a devil. My father once told me that he doesn't want to see devils in his house. Now, me and my mama, they talk about my man a Christian. Me, I don't believe say any God there at that time. I just zero my mind and say, you know what? If na una testimony I go listen to, God does not exist. If by the proof that people have given me, forget it. So my father woke up one day, I don't know what thing we offend down. He said he doesn't want any devils in his house. He shall not fit carry and come meet me because you know, say my head nah like live wire. You come near me, you go collect. But that was how religion was force-fed to us. With my kids, I'm very careful. Because I'm careful of two dangers. The one extreme of being religiously blind. I want you to read something. I want you to Google Chesterton's fence. Chesterton's fence. Sorry. Booker Hut is at the gate. The person that is telling me is not calling me. Booker. Sorry, I'm trying to sort out my... Sometimes these children can just decide not to be useful. Guys, can you see comments?
Stop. This comment just ends at Equabula.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry, guys. This is not me or us. Have you sorted them out?
Yeah, I told them not to call the gates.
Okay, so they've let them in.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless you. So do you understand where I am now?
Yeah.
And
Chesterton fence, yeah.
Read Chesterton's fence.
It's a principle or mental model that suggests one should never remove or change an existing institution or tradition without first understanding why it was created in the first place.
Thank you.
The core idea, okay.
Continue. You can.
The core idea is that systems and rules often have a hidden or non-obvious purpose, and removing them without this understanding can lead to unintended and potentially negative consequences.
So you have two sides of the fence. You have the Chesterton's fence on one side. Religion was created for a reason. totally removing it can cause anarchy. So we don't want to totally remove it. We just don't want the stupidity that it creates. That is why a Nigerian pastor will tell you that he can do miracle. Meanwhile, Chimamanda's Pekin, they're not feel raise am. So you have to find a way. Now, men earned more than women. Women are now trying to overthrow that system, right? It is going to get to a point where men are not going to be able to marry women anymore. The reason why certain things are in a certain way is because it creates a sort of balance in the society. If you remove that balance, because this is a problem, we're not going to agree, it will create a problem in another aspect. So when you are removing a fence, you've got to be able to replace what that fence does. That is why in the Free Nation, we are very careful. One of the biggest problems I've had with Free Nation members is they join the Free Nation and then they say that the Freeze insults people. Your idea of a preacher. All right, go. It's okay.
I'll be in the comments.
Thank you so much. I'll bring in Mom with Cape.
You should really keep to your time. If you say this time,
this one wasn't my fault. I was heartbroken. There was nobody to read Bible, so I wasn't just in the mood.
I told you. You didn't understand.
By the time you told me, it was already late. I actually wanted to come early in the morning. See, Wednesdays.
If you need, just send me a DM. I'll reply you immediately.
Thank you. And it's also because I'm not paying. So I also feel bad that, these people that I'm stressing so much, I'm not paying them salary.
I enjoy your Bible session a lot. So I don't mind, reading. As long as I'm available, Monday, Tuesday.
Thank you. And you read so well and you are very intelligent.
Available.
You understand? That's why you always be one of my first picks. But the availability... See Remy now. Remy is always too busy. And Remy is brilliant too. You understand? Okay, let me try and see if I can get Mom with Cape.
Okay. Bye.
If she's available. Maybe gonna help me tag Mom with Cape. So if you understand what I'm talking about. So yes, you have to understand the Chesterton's fence theory. You can't just remove an institution without understanding what the institution is doing. Because at the end of the day, you might end up having to create 3 institutions to support that one institution that you are removing. And you can't remove it suddenly because a lot of... Let me give you an example. One of the uses of religion is it gives people hope. That is why some people have not jumped off a bridge. That's why some women will look at their children that they know this child, nothing can come out of this child, but they will still believe because of the hope of religion. Yes, 90% of it is false, but that hope is one of the cushioning factors of religion. The problem is, how do we remove that hope without creating an implosion? So we have to remove the illusion of hope very systematically and cleverly, replacing it with real hope. It cannot be done at once. You can't get people to give up their beliefs. Even if the beliefs are providing no fruit, you can't get them to give up their beliefs. So it's not like the beliefs are bad. It's not like the beliefs are completely useless, but they should not be put in a place of importance. If not, what's the difference between hope and real hope? Hope is an illusion. You get diabetes, you dey pray make it go. And you get hope, say it go, but you know say no go. In reality, it's never going to go. The opposite is real hope. When you're actually on a medical plan, a diet plan, an exercise plan, in such a way that at the end of the day, you can, is our suya, let's just collect it. You can get hope. So real hope and the illusion of hope, you have to be able to identify, is this thing giving me real hope? You are praying, you are praying, you are praying. Your father has hypertension. Pray, 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 pray. Bye, you bury him. You had hope. But are you adjusting, re-evaluating this hope? Or you are just continuing on that path? Your mother has cancer. You are praying, you are praying, you are praying, you are praying. Pastors are telling you that no, dry bones will rise again, and you watch the dry bones not rise again. But you are still continuing in that hope. You need to, at some junction or juncture, reevaluate your hope. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So, who can help me read Bible? Oh, just send me a request. So, I'm not saying we should abolish religion completely. It has its merits, though few and far between. Nothing like the amount of churches we have in Nigeria cannot ever equate to our financial standing. If you compare the poor people in Nigeria and the number of churches, you will see that religion cannot give you success. Paying tithe cannot take away financial problem. If you take a proper look at religion and love, with the amount of churches we have, do we have the love? No. Are we disciplined? Religion teaches discipline. The disciples and Christ hammered on discipline from beginning to the end. Do you see discipline? No. So why do we have something? Somebody said, is Tinubu's renewed hope an example of an illusion? Any government right now telling you anything about Nigeria is an illusion. Not only Tinubu, all the other parties too. They are all illusions. Because in reality, when you come into power and you see that the Iran people have closed the Strait of Hamas, I mean, what do they call that strait? You realize that there's hardly anything any government could have done. Maybe some government to just be a bit more sensitive to the people, but at the end of the day, they will be giving you similar results. They'll be giving you very similar results. It's when you get into Nigeria that you realize that Nigerians are ungovernable. They just fixed the road in Lekki. I was driving with my wife in my wife's car, and my wife's car is an 11-year-old car, and the car all of a sudden, all those that we used to hear, all of them went away, and we're just cruising on the road because they just fixed the road. Only for us to get to Lekki Phase 1, and we are seeing people running across the road under an overhead bridge. The government has fixed the road. The government has built the bridge. Climb the bridge and come down, you cross the road in the middle of cars. These are the people you want to be governing. Nigerians don't have sense. It's hard to, almost impossible to govern in Nigeria. The Nigerian will tell you why it is better to just cross the road and go and climb the bridge. And climbing the bridge is stressful. Then a car jams them under the bridge. They will now hold the driver responsible on a highway. Are you supposed to be crossing the road when there is bridge? Those are the people you want to come and say you can just rule. Oh, but leave Nigerians. They will be okay. So, please, can somebody help me? I'm still looking for a Bible reader because I've not yet landed. Don't worry, I won't take too much of your time. I saw Olaoluwa here. Can somebody just call Olaoluwa for me? Somebody, please. Olaoluwa. Let me call her. And she don't kuku try for me, so. Where is everybody? None of you are helping me reach out to her. Or anybody else. I'm trying to see. I was chatting with her yesterday. Olaoluwa, where are you? Come and save us. Oh. Let me see if I can. I need a Bible reader just for a few minutes. Don't worry, I won't take too much of your time. Okay. I guess I'll just work with myself and then land my message. So, where we're going to with all this is the fact that what we have as hope is nothing but an illusion. There is no real hope in religion. There never was, and there never can be. Sometimes the illusion of hope is motivating. The way this Nigeria is going, more, it go good if this, that, and that if it happen. The way this Nigeria be, more. So there's that hope feeds you. But the problem is you don't experience real hope until you leave Nigeria, for most people. That is the people who are not walking the corridors of power, the people who are not in government, the people who are not doing yahoo yahoo, the people who are not earning foreign income in Nigeria. For you to experience that hope, you must first leave Nigeria. You must first leave Nigeria. And I find that a bit problematic. You cannot pray in Nigeria, but then your hope is in Canada, a country that they did not pray to fix. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. When Seun Kuti said yesterday that any pastor that cannot replicate his miracles in Luth should be arrested, the problem is the government can never arrest them because the government fear them. You don't want to touch a pastor that has the top 2 daddy geos in this country have congregations of at least 10 million people each. You don't want to touch someone who has 10 million people that believe he's a god or he's the mouthpiece of a god. You are looking for a problem that you will not be able to bail yourself out of. So no matter how angry the government is, no matter how much the government sees that this religion is a menace, they will not take them out because they dare not. Only a military dictatorship can remove religion, like what happened in Paul Kagame's Rwanda. And even then, they will fight back. They will fight back. There are people who riot. Because you see, let me tell you something. The people are so stupid. If the government comes after me and I'm a daddy Geo, for instance, I'll just say the government is arresting me because they want to Islamize Nigeria. I'll just rise the people against the government. But you see, if the government came in with soldiers, you can't, any government that wants to work in Nigeria can never be democratic, and you can never have press freedom. You can't have it. Press freedom will come 200 years after. You can never have press if you want to work in this country, because you have to gag a lot of people. If not, they will do church. You will not be able to achieve anything. Sorry. Yeah, hello? Yeah. Not yet. Let me ask my wife. Babe, have you received it? Just be patient. They will bring it. I wish I could see comments. I really wish I could see comments. I think I'm going to end the live and come right back, so maybe I can see comments. Call the driver, he's at the gate. It's hard to do anything with my wife. She go dey do like say she dey call, meanwhile she dey walk another walk. I think I need to end the live and come back so we can continue. Don't worry, I'll save the live. I'm so sorry, guys, on YouTube. Instagram is just messing up. We're going to come right back. We're going to come right back. All right, so we're going live back again. I had to end the live so we can. We are struggling on Instagram. As Instagram is a struggle. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, TikTok. I'm bringing them back again. I want to end, but so welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome everyone. Welcome back. So before we took the break, I was saying the only way you can eradicate religion as the hope of the people is one, you have to create real hope, and two, you cannot do it democratically, and you cannot have a free press. You need a dictator that is going to come into power, gag the press because they will do nobody can walk. They will go for and against, 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 and they will, so the person just has to come. It's just like forex trading. You go in, you are going to, are we buying or are we selling? We are selling, and we go in, and the market is not looking like it's working, but we stick with it. We set our stop losses, we adjust our position in the market, we keep working with it because we have taken a stance. And there's nobody, his thing should have been a buy, people are selling, all those people, you have gagged them, they are somewhere keeping quiet. So you have to have a government that loves the people, understands the people, wants to work with the people and for the people, but it cannot be a democratic government because there's too much. Everybody has opinion. Democracy, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most stupid form of governments. The only reason why it works is because you live in a society that has evolved to a place where they are civil and they've learned to manage it. Democracy and press freedom are dangerous in countries that are still trying to work. Now, if you remove press freedom and you have a bad government, the people will suffer because now there's no press to come and tell the people or to come and carry the cry of the people. But if you have a good government that is working, it is that same press that will destroy them, because the press will just go and say, hey, it's not working, maybe because they have not dashed the press money or something. So press freedom is a delicate thing. It is something a society evolves to get at. You can't just throw it at a society that has not yet evolved. The danger is more than the blessing. The danger of democracy is you need somebody that can tell everybody, shut up, this is what we are doing. Shut up. If you don't shut up, I will lock you up. You need that level of government. Shut up. Don't shut up, they carry you, go lock. Only then, like Kagame, like what Kagame did, only then can you come and say, you know what? We don't need this much religion. The people will shout, the people will complain, but nobody's going to listen to them because we're going to work, we're going to make sure they get what they deserve. You understand? We're going to, the first things first is, we're going to see how we're going to repay back our loans. We're going to borrow money to do proper projects. We're going to remove the bureaucratic bottlenecks. Those people that have said, unless we collect money, we'll not do it. All those people are going to be out. Yes, if I need a reader. I've not gone into Bible because I not get reader. I've been looking for Olaoluwa everywhere. I said you people should help me call Olaoluwa. People decided not to call. So if you please come back, I need Bible right now. Thank you, Ife, for offering to come back. So that's what we need. But also remember that a military now let me now break it down to you. Yeah, the West does not want a dictator because the dictator can throw a spanner in their works. The West wants a government they can manipulate, a government they can sign treaties with, a government that can come and be their remote control in another country. That's why people like Traore, the French government, don't like them, because they are not going to dance to their tune. They're going to tell you that, hey, that's what we were doing before. We are not doing it anymore. So remember that if you have any form of a dictatorship, the first people that will kick against it are the Western people. They will come. That's why there's problem with it. They will come and make it look like they are fighting for you. That no, it deserves a democracy. No, don't work in Africa. If you go work, no be now. You can't give a professor and an area boy the same right to vote. A street urchin and a professor of physics. It is unrealistic for the two, or a professor of political science is unrealistic to give the two of them an equal vote. It's unreasonable. Because that thought, they tell and say, okay, now this person just psych and small. He can't understand, it's too heavy for his brain to carry. Whoever can sway him with a loaf of bread or a tin or a can of Maltina becomes his candidate. So those are my issues. And until you're able to achieve that, you can't break the religious stronghold. You can break it democratically, but it will take a while. Because the government is afraid of the religious institutions. Just go and study history. There were popes that had no armies that were stronger than kings who had armies. There are popes who don't have armies, who were stronger than kings who had armies. The kings had to bend the knee to the pope and kiss the ring of the pope. Why? Because the pope had the people. Once the pope just says that this king, God is against him, finish.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, 1 second. I didn't know you were online.
I was actually looking for you earlier on. So I'll have you.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Just because the popes use God's name, there's nothing they can remove a king. So the king that had the real army is afraid of the pope because the pope had the people through religion. Just imagine those your pastors, like the one where they do all this prayer meeting. Just imagine, say, government decides they won't go after him. All he needs to do is come and cry on his pulpit one day. If that amount of people turn against a government, that government will have headache. So that is why when you say, why is it good? Do you think the government does not know that religion is dangerous? Do you think they don't know? A government is afraid. Go and read history. Do you know what they did with religion? All these countries that we consider developed. But boss, who rig election? Professors or area boys? To me, both the professor and the area boy in Nigeria, my beloved country, are the same. You see, it is Nigeria's problem is, I experienced something today. And I was telling you, it was me and Taste Buds, where they just fixed the road. They fixed the road from Lekki Phase 1. I stay in Ikate. All the way down. Now, I stay on this side of Ikate. Burna Boy stays on this side of the Ikate. For Burna Boy to drive his cars, he pays people to repair the road. You never heard that story before?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
For Burna Boy to drive his flat cars, his McLaren, Ferrari, he has to pay people to repair the road before it goes out.
Wow.
That's how bad it is. Now, the government has fixed the road. From our junction, even from Jakonde, as in we're driving on the road, was like silk. From Jakonde to Lekki Phase 1, they fixed all that road. Now, guess what? Because the road was a bit bad before, at some point, people were slowing down for the potholes. So we didn't realize another danger. Now that they fixed the road, people are now speeding. They now have people running across the road. You now have people running across the road under an overhead bridge. So you have two sets of Nigerians. You have the Nigerians that are not obeying speed limits, And the Nigerians that are not obeying the bridge, coagulating together.
Wow.
It is a disaster waiting to happen, and it has nothing. The government has built the bridge, the government has fixed the road.
That's
Just
the pedestrian bridge, right?
yes, just go. I will next time I'm there, I'll record it and come and show you people. I will record it and come and show you people. The government has given you pedestrian bridge. The government has fixed the road. You will not use pedestrian bridge, and those using the road will not obey speed limit. It's always an Anthony. We are always a step away from an Anthony Joshua situation.
Wow.
In Nigeria, we are always a step away from an Anthony Joshua situation. And it has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with the government. At least in this particular instance, the government has done their work.
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Right
Why can't you climb bridge? Why can't you obey speed limits? As in, you'll be seeing people running in the middle, old woman will not feel run.
Trying to cross the express.
Trying to cross the express. They're in the middle of the road doing that. People are. There's one I saw that happened to a friend of mine around that HasA axis. This woman ran across the road under the overhead bridge. Got on the road. Now there was a net on the road. Do you understand? She now jumped into the middle of the road and ran halfway down the road. She did not know that as she got her wrapper, got hooked.
Was stuck to the net.
To the net.
Hi.
She now ran halfway to the road, was stuck in the middle of the road, and she couldn't move anymore. So she's there dragging, and cars are coming with speed, trying to avoid her.
Well, there was a time that Kai, remember that Kai situation, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
They used to arrest them then now. There's nothing like that anymore.
Okay, at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, Kai go there. So this woman is there in the middle of the road pulling her cloth under an overhead bridge.
Very dangerous.
Cars were pile up. Cars just jam themselves.
Because the person has to slam the brakes.
Yeah, so it doesn't buy her. And guess what? The moment her cloth was loose, she just crossed the road, got down from the end of it, and disappeared.
People like that are supposed to arrest them and go and lock them up.
If you ask me, people like that, they are supposed to use them to do ritual. The government is supposed to have no. The government is supposed to have ritual where they do with this kind of people. When they do the ritual, they will now use the money they get from the ritual to repair all those people's. We're talking about it. We're talking about Range Rovers jamming themselves. We're talking about Benz. We're talking about BMWs.
Yeah. Crazy.
And then the person just crosses the road like nothing happened and goes on with their life. They can't go they repair their cars. The person will be the first and the person will be the last. Now them lucky. Because the person that is the first now, back damaging gets. And the person will be last, now front damaging get. All the ones where they middle. Back, they get front and back.
That one over here, you go jail. How are you doing when you go to which highway do you want to cross? Is it 4 lanes you want to cross or 6 lanes you want to cross?
So, okay, now ask me, the government has done the road, the government has done the bridge. That place that you are rushing to, that is so important to you. Maybe not 20K you want to go collect like that.
Yeah.
Then she'll be thanking God for saving her life. Oh, God.
She'll go and give testimony in church. She'll go and give testimony on Sunday. How God saved her.
Have you gotten it? Bene, have you gotten it? She has sorted it out. I think they are bringing it from the gate. Yeah, hello, my dear. They are bringing it from the gate. I think she has communicated with them. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So, I'm trying to say that our people, I don't know if it's here, because I wanted to go into our Bible. Our people are, the most entitled, yet the more I get older, the more I realize that we have a government problem, but we have a bigger people problem than government problem. I saw it today. Ask these boards. Under overhead bridge, people are running across the road and doing their hand like this.
Like this,
Hey.
Emma Bino, that they will not do stupid Emma Bino, that kind of thing. Emma Bino.
Ibadan.
What if I find you?
Ibadan. Danfo will just enter your front. You will match break. Then the guy will just bring out a hand, just do like this.
That challenge area is always once you enter Ibadan from that challenge. Do you know many people that fight on that challenge road? That way you have Suma, that long road. Because I went to Richmap International School. Remember where Richmap was?
Mm-hmm.
Richmap or Ringo, that roundabout where they had the very first was it Mr. Biggs or whatever? Do you know how many children died on that roundabout? Like we were losing back to back. We were losing children from Richmap International School that particular year in the 90s. Back to back, it was crazy because of this stupid driving or crossing road or not looking. Even adults had to be blamed. Because children, you're crossing, school closing, you just hear that one of your classmates don't cry due to a car, eating the child. So with the people, I don't know, it's the laziness. They don't want to work on the, but they come to the diaspora and they want to cross on the pedestrian. Why? They don't want to cross in the diaspora. Come and do what you did in Nigeria here now.
Come and do it now. Then they'll say,
they want to go on the pedestrian.
Then they'll say, because the government themselves are lawbreakers. That's why they can't enforce the law.
But see, we can't just be having these conversations and not saying, what's the way forward? Because it needs to change. Me, I grew up like that, seeing all these things. And you're still telling me you're still seeing those things happen right now.
As it still happen today. You see, the painful thing is the government fixed the road and the government built a pedestrian bridge.
But they need to put something in place.
What will they put in? If they flog you, if police catch you there, you will go online and go and cry. I'm minding my business. Hey, is it because I'm poor? In next life I will have money. The police.
No, there has to be better ways.
No.
I think Nigeria has to.
See, let me tell you something. You know what the people do? They ride on the sentiment. They just come out and say they will not arrest the people in politics that are stealing money. It is me that crossed the road that will come and arrest.
Yeah.
See, there's little redemption. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome, Ife. God bless you. Thank you so much for being around today. Next week we're going to be a lot quicker. So
that was me.
Yeah. So we were both of you. I need the two of you. It's good that you are both around, so we have the balance. You see,
I can be googling, I can be reading.
So there's something I was saying, Olaoluwa, before you joined. I don't know how much of it you caught. The reason why religion has preeminence in Africa is because we default to it. You default to God blessed you. Have you ever sat down to compare yourself to a godless person in a civilized country?
Yeah, I've done that so many times since I moved out of Nigeria. I've done that a million times. Like, I've had times of reflection where I'll be like, but this guy is a Buddhist. Why is his life better than mine? Like, I've done this analysis. I cannot count how many times that I've done this analysis that these people don't believe in God. They go to the temple every time. And how come she's thriving in her career? Like honestly.
You need to understand that there's something funny about Buddhism. Google Buddhism for me. Google Buddhism is an atheist religion. They don't have a central God in Buddhism. Google it. They don't have a God like we have one God. So somebody says, I know you see, let me tell you, the more stupid, you see, intelligent people try to listen and rationalize. Stupid people always have an argument. If you tell them, somebody says, we're having an argument, and the person said, the theory of evolution, imagine the theory of evolution. How can a monkey become a man? Sounds ridiculous. Can we talk about creation? How can a man be made out of clay? If you look at a monkey and you look at the monkey's hand and you look at your hand, they don't resemble.
You remember?
Monkeys and human beings can be traced to a similar ancestor, according to evolution. Of course, the theory of evolution has problems. There are things that cannot be explained by evolution. But you want to tell me that Genesis chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 explains creation. How God created day and night. 3 days later, he created the sun and the moon. Like, that's the counter argument to evolution. I'm not saying evolution is 100%. Evolution has a lot of holes. But if you think evolution is a joke, try creation. Genesis chapter 1, God created everything and then created man. Then Genesis chapter 2, God created man first, everything else, then woman. Then Genesis chapter 1, God created man and woman together. Genesis chapter 2, you just look at it. It is just question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. This thing does not add up. For Genesis chapter 1 to add up, you have to have a negotiation with the script. So it is funny to me when somebody who believes that he was created out of clay is saying that somebody who believes that humans and monkeys that look alike and believe they have a common ancestor is mad.
So we're talking about Buddhism.
Yes.
Buddhism does not center on a single all-powerful God. No creator God. Buddhism does not teach a being who created the universe. It focuses on the individual. The goal is personal awakening through insight and practice. Central figure, I don't know, Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, is a teacher, not a god. I think that's their prophet, is a teacher, not a god. And the core idea is suffering exists and can be ended through understanding and discipline. That's the core idea. And some traditions, certain branches include deities, but they are not supreme creators. So it does not center on a single personality. It does not center on a single all-powerful God. That's what it says as per GPT.
I want you to see.
Said, don't read the Bible. How will you analyze the world if the Bible does not exist?
What did the person say?
Don't diss the Bible. How will you analyze the world if the Bible does not exist?
That your dealer.
Dear, don't be nice. Wow. That was a good one.
That your dealer, he not give you the pure variant. This one where you use, they don't mix them. Because see what in grown up, look at what a grown up wrote. Don't diss the Bible. How will you analyze the world if the Bible does not exist? Like the way the Chinese people analyze it without the Bible. Like the way people who don't have Bible analyze it and get better results. As in, this is a grown-up's argument. This is my problem with religion. This is a grown-up's argument. I want you to Google world's most populous religions. Most populous. What do you have?
I'm coming.
Is it not Christianity?
Christianity.
Islam should be Islam. Islam should
Google
be
it. List. Put list.
I'm doing it. World most populous religion. Number 1 is Christianity. It just says Christianity. That's what it says.
Number 2 is Islam. Number 3 is Hinduism. Number 4 is Buddhism.
Oh, wow.
Now, I want you to Google religion in Israel by population. This will scare you. Religion in Israel by population.
Don't tell me it's not religious. Please, don't tell me that.
Just Google it.
About 73. So in Judaism, about 73 to 75%. Islam is about 18 to 20%. Christianity is only 2% in Israel.
Wow.
So there are more Muslims than Christians in Israel.
There are more of Judaism.
Back. Let me bring the ladies back. So sorry, we had a problem with the UPS. Forgive me, guys. You know I don't they cry, they come on top this matter. I'm so sorry, guys. Please. Nothing do the light no go, but the UPS get problem. This is my 250,000 naira UPS. That they are telling me I have to buy a bigger one. that one no fit carry am. Nothing with my eye never see for this UPS matter.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to buy the other one?
I have no choice. If not, we're suffering like this. I have no choice. I don't have money again. As in, I showed you the receipt that day, 250K. 250K. And the thing just bite on me. And the funny thing is there's light. It's not like there's no light.
Yeah.
There's light.
And just for that 1 minute or two. Yeah.
The light did not even go. The thing just pafka under the thing. See.
Oh.
Look at the amount of wires I have to charge the UPS that will work with the Starlink. You know, before I was using this normal Starlink uses more power than a 60-inch TV. I did not know.
Oh wow.
It uses a lot of power. So I just thought it's something I'll connect to my little stabilizer. You know what? I buy 180,000 naira. What?
The other lady is in. I think she said she's here.
Okay. I bought a 180K stabilizer. It did not work. I said stabilizer UPS. It did not work. I returned it. I got the 250K one. It works, but it cannot charge while it's working. It cannot charge while it's working. So it will be charging, but it's giving out. The charger gives it 57 watts. The Starlink draws 60 watts. So over a 2-hour period, it will run out.
Yeah.
So I need something that can have inflow of at least 100 watts. So if you are removing 60 watts from it, it will not feel it.
Yes.
That's the problem I have with the UPS. And Instagram is the most sensitive. The other ones will roll and roll and roll and roll. And eventually you'll get back there. Instagram will just cut off. And then you have 170 people watching. By the time you go and come back, you turn to 120. By the time you go and come back, turn to 90.
So the other one, the 350, is it more? That way it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that one works better. I believe.
Okay, now everybody, we're going to raise money now. Before the
I'm
end of
tired.
This let's raise money.
I'm tired. We raised money for the Starlink, so I said, okay, let me go and buy. We raised about 1 million. I needed about 1 million won. Now, let me tell you something. All this Starlink. When IPNX was working, it was 10 times cheaper than Starlink. To set it up was...
Somebody think you cannot exchange. You can't exchange and take another one and pay the difference.
I bought it online. Like I bought it online in Naija. It's not like I bought it from a shop. The first one I bought it from a shop so I could change it. The second one I bought it online, and they told me categorically that it is this Digiphone. They told me categorically, if I look for my chat with them for you, they told me it can carry IPNX. They told me categorically that it can carry IPNX Starlink, only for me to find out that. Sorry?
She said we should do GoFundMe. When we keep, no, it hasn't reached that.
It's not reached that level. What this is for what now? No. It's embarrassing. We'll be live and then it goes off. I've tried. I as in what I spent The whole setup of IPNX, no past 50K. I know the funny thing, all those people shouting Starlink, don't mind them.
Okay.
Don't mind them. Starlink is it has some little problems. To mount the Starlink on my roof cost me nearly 200K.
Wow.
Just the mounting. The cable I had to buy, the ladder I had to rent, the guy that had to go and climb the roof and go and weld it. Cost me nearly 200K, about 190K, just the installation of the Starlink. So anybody that tell you Starlink is 600K, person is a mad person. Then Starlink, you have to pay 87K a month. And then Starlink is not like IPNX, where anywhere your month starts. For instance, now IPNX, if I subscribe on the 15th, my month ends next month 15th. If I subscribe Starlink on the 15th, once February end, that money don't end.
No.
I'm telling you, ask anybody that does Starlink.
Wow.
Ask anybody. As in, once that February end, so if you pay for 10 days in February, your 87K is gone the moment February is gone. Once March 1 starts like this, is a new calendar.
A new billing cycle. Wow.
So I'm beginning to now doubt myself, as in, is this Starlink really better?
Wow.
Then that speed and that satellite speed, forget it. It's not that fantastic. It gives you a clear picture when it is in the mood. When Starlink is not in the mood like this, forget it. When it's not in the mood, When IPNX was working, IPNX at its peak, if light goes for 8 hours, the IPNX will still be working. 8 hours. Starlink.
Wow.
And guess how much the UPS for IPNX is? 30K.
Wow.
The 250K UPS for Starlink cannot carry for more than 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Wow.
Baba, if IPNX was working, I'll tell you, it's just that they don't know what they are doing and they'll frustrate your life. IPNX own, they billed me for last month. I paid from the beginning of the month. They did not give me internet for one day. They've sent me the bill for the next month. I don't just answer them again. So you can imagine the madness. But if you ask me, when IPNX was working and working well, Baba IPNX senior this nonsense Starlink, whatever they talk. For the price of what you are paying compared to what you are getting, I'll do IPNX. It's just that IPNX does not work. That's the problem. IPNX is unlimited. If it is raining, it will work. It spoils when somebody breaks the cable somewhere. But normally, it doesn't give issues. And when it gives issues, they restore the issues within 1 or 2 days. But this last one, they've not been able to.
Wow.
So Starlink is not all that. Don't let anybody advertise it for you. It is not that magical. And the fact that there is in Nigeria where light goes and comes, you will now be rebooting internet.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes like 5 minutes to boot. You understand? So it is what it is, guys. Let's just manage what we have. You know, it's sad that to keep breaking the program. Now we had 170 something. We don't usually have that turnout when we are preaching, but we had 170 at a point. Now we have 111. It dulls my spirit.
Yeah.
It dulls my spirit. You understand? How does one work remotely in Nigeria with internet? You know, your remote work is different from streaming. You need to understand. Let me explain something to you here. When you are watching YouTube, right? Olaoluwa. When you are watching YouTube,
You're streaming.
you are downloading. No, when you are watching YouTube, you are watching a movie on YouTube, you are downloading.
Yeah.
You are not uploading any information.
Okay.
When you are uploading something to the internet, like on I shoot a video and I want to upload it on Instagram, I'm uploading.
Okay.
But when you are live streaming, you are downloading and uploading at the same time in real time. That is why if the uploading is slower than the downloading, there will be a lag. Sometimes you hear my voice, then you see my lips move. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you okay? You understand? Because of so live streaming is it demands so much more data than uploading or downloading. You understand? That's what makes it extra. So if your work is downloading or uploading, you are okay with Starlink. Maybe if you are working, and the light goes and the internet goes. You wait for 5 minutes. You are not live. Unless maybe you are on a live call.
Oh, exactly.
So when you're on a live call, it will affect you. It is what it is.
Like your Zoom meetings and all that.
Yeah, but how much data are you really using on Zoom compared to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok? The worst is Instagram. So back to where we were. Efe, where are you? So we can continue. I want us to round off in 15 minutes so Olaoluwa can go and rest. So,
why me?
Because I know I'm stressing you. Don't mind me. So what I was saying earlier on is we were born and raised to default to religion. That's our default.
True.
You see, if you reset your phone to factory setting,
Factory reset.
There's a ringtone on it already.
Yeah.
There is a screensaver already. There are some apps that follow the phone come already.
Yeah.
Now you go come, they change the settings to suit. You see, that default setting when you factory reset, a Nigerian's default setting is religion and superstition. Just try it.
But there's no lie there now. But there's no lie.
It is your parents did not raise you to be critical thinkers. They will tell you, want you to use your brain, Nigerians are selective in everything. They use their brain, but when they go to church or mosque, they close the brain. Nigerians will tell you, I want to marry an honest man. The abroad you are living in, did you get there honestly? Are you trying to tell me that there is no lie, not one lie? You did not lie about your bank account. You did not lie about your marital status. You did not lie about your experience. As in, you told the 100% truth. Don't lie. You will realize that your mother lied. Your father lied. You lied. Your husband lied. But then you don't want your daughter to marry a man that lies. Why are you selective? Is it that we lie or we don't lie? We can't lie when we feel it is right. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. We are selective. You want your children to think, but then you raise them with Bible. That requires you to, because sit down with a child and tell them the story of Noah's Ark. They were, but mommy, how did he get the lions and the ark?
They're gonna question.
They will question it, but then at the point you say, God works in mysterious ways. The ways of God are different from the ways of man. Imagine Olaoluwa, I came to meet you and I say, Olaoluwa, give me 50 million naira. Let me buy a house for you in Lekki. Then you come down 2 years later and say, where is the house? The house appears in mysterious ways.
That's why we can also believe that. That's why we believe those stories.
That is what they use. You see, because you can't be a critical thinker and believe religion. Any religion at all. Now, the problem I discovered, do I believe in the Bible? Yes. Do I believe the Bible is historical? No. The story of the Noah's Ark, you can understand the subliminal obedience message, morality message, honesty and love message. Now, if you look at it, then the God then was wicked. But you see, you need to understand the societal subconstruct of that time frame. As in, I'm noticing a trend with our children, and all of you will get children now. You better teach your child to enter downfall. All this, your children are going to break down over things that you walked through and did not remember you walked through it. One of my friend's children saw his father slaughter a chicken. Has not talked to his father for 6 years. Say, seeing Papa, they come out life for chicken. I say, me, when my party buy goat. That means they not talk to my party, you buy. As in, just, he says, stop it, daddy, stop it. The Papa thinks in a play, chicken where we go chop. How he thinks that the chicken want from here, enter pot. Stop it, no, stop him. The things in a play. Say the pikin no enter psychia ward, now small remain. The boy shut down.
Yeah, even my daughter, ordinary insects. You know, because in the summertime, insects come out. If I see insects, like, you know the way you see insects, you clap around like glass. That down, like, wow.
As in, you have no idea. I have another friend. His son has not spoken to him for 10 years. What happened? His son visited him on site and saw him shouting at a worker. And he became traumatized. No be him that shout on. No be saying Papa shout for a mama. Nigerian worker. 90% of Nigerian workers deserve beating. If you the only reason why you will pity a worker in Nigeria is because you have never run a company before.
Yeah.
As in, you are building. Do you know how big building a house is? The owner will buy the house, moving, and the house will fall on his head. So if you tell me that a worker mixing the wrong amount of cement does not deserve public flogging, it's because you don't have brain and you are traumatized by normal things. Because the owner of the house has, see, in my estate, let me give you an example. From the day I've moved in, if I open my estate chart for you, every day there's pipe busting. The developer gave the plumber money to buy 6 inches pipe. Where they were supposed to buy 6 inches pipe, the plumber bought 4 inches pipe. But because the pipes are buried in the concrete, nobody can know. So they are covered up with cement. So they are digging up people's sitting room.
Wow.
Breaking people's expensive Spanish tiles to see that they laid nonsense. At a point, everybody was blaming the developer. The developer brought the contract and showed that 4-inch pipe was costed and paid for. So
yes, in cases like that, who is responsible to pay for the damages?
now you will don't buy the house. Where you won't find the plumber go?
Oh, okay. I know there's an insurance system back in Nigeria. If you had an insurance for that house, yeah, I'm just asking that. It's just, if you had an insurance for that house, yeah, why are you laughing?
If plumber fit do you like that, imagine what insurance company go do.
Yeah.
Baba, Nigeria is free for all. It's free for all. And these people, all these people will still come and blame Tinubu. Meanwhile, it was Jonathan that was in power when I bought this house. But now you go and carry this person who say it's Tinubu, APC government. So when you are dealing with Nigerians,
that's the problem. We always look for someone to blame.
when you are dealing with Nigerians, you will go through a level of stress. Human beings are not supposed to go through that level of stress. So every day We just wake up again, they shut down the water system. Why? Because now for them to fix that pipe, they have to shut down the whole estate water.
Shut down the entire, yeah.
So every week, at least once or twice, they shut down the water. And they have to carry out the work.
Experience?
Eh?
Have you had that experience? Do you think you might have such experience?
Yes, now, but luckily not inside the wall. But we have one in my kitchen and my daughter's bedroom. They don't fix the pipe tire, they don't break the wall tire, they still never find that because of what one person did when they were building the house. And my wife, at that time, when we're parking in the house, in all fairness to her, said she has lived in a house that had drainage problem before. That I should check all the pipes, that I should break all the walls. That time we had not laid tiles. But I don't get money. I said, please, who has money to start breaking wall? Please, I beg you. I swear if I had money then I would have. Because for just to say, no be 4-inch pipe supposed to be here, now 6-inch pipe. So the 4-inch pipe cannot take the volume of water that a 6-inch pipe
it's coming out.
is supposed to take. So when they pump the water with pressure, the pipe will burst. And these pipes are inside the wall.
Oh, wow.
Because they've cemented them since. So some people don't even know where it was. So they will break before they find out where it is. Make Nigerians not forget Nigeria. Nigeria is a blessed country. Our government, I swear, our government is 10 times better than our people. Our government they are angels compared to our people. So imagine you have that level of construction work. And the guy got to the site one day, and this is the same problem he had. He had paid the contractor for 6 inches pipe. And the person was using 4-inch pipe, and he walked in and said, this is 4-inch pipe.
You go beach.
This is 4-inch pipe. The guy said, no, it's 6 inches pipe. He now brought, luckily he had tape rule. He now measured it. He said, look at this. He now started shouting. Because guess what? This was unit 5 out of unit 20. So that means for unit 1 to 4, you have used this pipe. The guy says Eli has not used this pipe. So that means they have to go and start digging up people's houses. Imagine his rage. So he went off on the person in front of his son. His son just went back to Canada and refused to pick his father's call, refused to pick his mother's call. Nothing the mama do, the mama no did there. He just said he did. That he was traumatized by it.
The shout for our money. The money be shouting. I do nonsense.
My darling. This boy has not talked to his father for 10 years. Okay, in Papa no even know what he do. As in, you go sit down, begin the thing, say, wait I do. You go begin to read all your letters to Rami. Did I say something wrong? Did he ask me for $100 and I sent $90? You begin to second guess yourself. Not knowing, you can never have guessed, say, now Olori Buruku we deserve beating where you shout on, I ain't cause this problem with your Peking. And let me warn all of you that you are abroad, so that therapists can have work, so that psychiatrists can have work, so that pharmacists can have medicine to sell. They are driving your children into states that you'll not be able to cope with. My father traumatized me, but the trauma not reach make I not feel walk. If you do half of what my father did to your children, especially people abroad, your children go to mental home. Because they were not built to handle that. I'm not joking.
No, you're right.
So there is an epidemic loading. Let me warn all of you. You know what? In the last 2 weeks, I have seen 10 separate cases of this, what I'm telling you about. So prepare yourselves. Maybe when I go bring una pikin come back Naija, may enter bus for 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's all family dynamics. Like it depends on kind of discipline you give your children at home. I don't see them doing that because
the people that I'm dealing with did not see their. I'm just warning you down. Make you not be like say I no talk. If they lucky. But inside every 4 children, 1 is going to have this problem. From if I'm looking at the samples in front of me, children are breaking down over what we took in a stride. Let me tell you a story. There was a girl in my university. We're in 200 level. Her mother just came and said they had to go to the village. Do you know they took this girl to the village and circumcised her? In 200 level. You see, if they did it to you as a baby, you go just grow up, just realize, say, the anatomy of your VV is different from other people's womb. Imagine you are 22 years old, you don't touch him, he don't give you some sensation, you don't know how to be, they can't cut and there. Without, it's not like you went into a surgery, they put you to sleep and you came out and it was missing. They held you down and used razor blade to remove it. And she still went on to live a normal life. If you do that to any child now, just know that from that place, just carry and go psychiatric home straight. Now there you go. The rest of in days, now there you go, day till it bye.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is good, but the level of tolerance of today's children. And let me explain it to you. When they say don't beat your child, because they know that the world is going to traumatize your child, I need to understand the motive. They have to sell pharmaceuticals, they have to sell therapy, to sell psychiatry. The booming it's not like people in Nigeria are not walking around with madness. We are living with the madness and coping with it. We develop coping mechanisms. 1 out of 200 people will break down. Abroad is 1 out of 10. And the way I'm looking at this, these numbers is going to be 1 out of 5. Because you're raising your children and giving them opinions without giving them the understanding of the consequence of that opinion. The child picks up his phone and calls welfare for his parents and into a foster care system. And he realizes that his parents were actually better than this foster care system. He does not, nobody sat him down to explain to him that this foster care system, unless your parents were actively...
Sorry to cut you short there. These were the things that I, like, since my son was like 5, even before the little one even came, I always drank it in their ears that, whatever happens in this house stays in this house. Even when mommy spanks you, it's because I love you and you've done something wrong. Like, even after speaking, I go ahead to go play the video. There was one video, I don't even remember, about the child in the UK that, went to foster care, ran back home, and the child went back to his room, was on his bed, on the bunk bed. I don't even remember that video. And the police came, they came to pull him, and the parents were saying, that video, I kept it until my daughter was old, she was like 3 or 4. I've been playing it for my kids since they were young. And they were saying, family dynamics really, it's very important. How much do you talk to the children? What are the basic information you're letting them know? Okay, my daughter came back from school the other day. She was telling me there's this particular boy in the school bus. There's always, and he's a Nigerian kid, there's always telling the others in the school bus how his mom spanks him. That's dangerous, because one of the other kids in the bus will go to school and tell a teacher that, John is always talking about, how his mom spanks him. And he's a Nigerian kid. If I was telling my daughter that, if you know the boy, let me know. If I can go and knock on their door in their house. So tell the parents, be careful, because these people don't play. They will take the child away. It's not just beating the child, not just spanking the child and not letting them know the vital information. Over there, they don't play. When a child comes and says, they believe that child over you. Even when you get there, you're telling them, it's not like that. Nobody's listening to you as an adult. They're listening to that 5-year-old, that 3-year-old that is speaking. Because they say, the innocent, for them to say, they know what they're saying. So that's...
See, abroad, if you carry dog waka and the dog, they fear you, you go enter trouble. Dog.
I don't know about that one though.
I'm telling you, if you carry dog waka, and it happened to somebody in the UK that I know.
They fear you.
If you carry your own dog waka and you dog the dog, make animal rights. No, see, make people not report you. Now problem you won't go enter. So what am I saying in essence? What I'm saying in essence is they are creating a system. They are creating a system that is going to create a problem.
Did you hear what my daughter just said?
What?
You said the same boy, my daughter is there. said that, oh, that's not even bad. My dad spanked my mom like 5 times. The same boy said in the bus today. Like, I don't know, you're doing these things and you're not even controlling the kids. All he needs to do is just go and tell the teacher that my dad spanked.
Now one of the children, as he can't tell you, they tell another parent. The next thing, the parent go tell the teacher. Just know that family is in trouble. So, let us finish our Bible study, because I don't want us to stay too long. So let us move. Let's pick up our speed so we can end. What I was trying to say with all this is we have selective. We are very hypocritical, religion based too. Especially the modern day Christianity. Islam is not like that. Islam more so teaches you the tenets of whatever sect it is. Christianity puts you forward as more important than you actually are in the grand scheme of things. You have a God that hears you. You have a God that thinks you are his favorite child or his favorite son or daughter. So it is very you-based, very satanic, because Satanism is an individualistic religion. Nigerian Christianity is just like that. It's based on you. Do you feel good? Do you feel happy? If you feel good, then it's working. If it's not working, it's only Satanism that you have those. If you go into any other religion, it is not about you. It is first of all about the tenets of the religion and the development of the religion, instead of your person. Because if, for instance, you ask, what do you want God for? If he can tell you it is car. You ask Ola Oluwa, what do you want God for? Ola Oluwa will tell you it is husband. So if everybody, it's not like we collectively want one thing. We individually seek different things and then come to the same medium to demand those individual things. It is chaotic. I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense. So, our parents taught us to default to religion. If you are not doing well, it is the will of God. If you fail, it is the will of God. I'm not saying the will of God does not exist. Are we really blaming our failures for the will of God? There is one of the most dangerous Bible verses, and I want Ife to read it for me. This, as far as I'm concerned, is the most dangerous Bible verse. I want you to read this for me, Ife, please.
Okay.
First Corinthians, I beg your pardon, chapter 1 and verse 25. First Corinthians, I'm tired. I've been live for nearly 3 hours. First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 25.
1:25. The foolish plan of God is wiser than the wisest of human plans, and God's weakness is stronger than the greatest of human strength.
Thank you very much. You know why this is so dangerous? Do you know why this is so dangerous?
The same verse that is the foolishness of God is wiser than the foolishness. Okay. So it's the same thing. I like this interpretation.
Do you know why? Do you know why it is so dangerous?
I know why.
Why is it so dangerous?
Because you can justify some things that are foolish, and you say, like when you don't understand some things, you be like, "Oh, that's the wiseness of God."
That is one of the reasons, but that's not the reason. You know what the reason is? Okay. Your daddy Gio is a man of God. Your daddy Gio is representing God. Your daddy Gio's foolishness becomes God's foolishness. And his stupidity becomes wiser than human intelligence. So a daddy Gio who is either wicked or outrightly stupid uses this Bible verse because you see him as a representation of God. He comes with you and sells his foolishness as the foolishness of God. How many Bible verses were interpreted to you 20 years ago and you found that they have totally different meaning today? Lucifer is the clearest example. 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19 that you read. The Bible clearly says, until the day dawns and Lucifer rises in your heart. If you go and read from verse 15, you will see that I was clearly talking about Yahushua. Peter was talking about Christ, and he called him, he used the word, whether I call it name, whether I call it title, whether I call it prefix, he called Christ Lucifer. But that goes against everything you were taught. So when you bring it out and you bring all the facts and the proof, like me that have done the work, I brought it out. I said, okay, pastors, come and see what I find from Greek to Latin to English. You know what the pastor said? He said, well, Lucifer might have had a meaning, but the church now accepted that this is the new meaning. I sat down and I said, instead of people to come and apologize, okay, guys, well, we kind of got this one wrong. Daddy Freeze is actually right. We might not like the word Lucifer because of what it has come to connote, but he is not wrong. Maybe we as a church will sit down and readdress this matter instead of just coming to tell me that, look, you know what, the church has agreed. Then they quote, what is bound on earth. The network is acting up, Abby.
No.
Can you guys see me clearly?
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
Don't change anything.
It's booting. It's booting.
Is it better now?
This life is going to end now.
Is it better?
Yeah.
It's better now. So what was I saying in all honesty is you made a mistake. Instead of accountability and accepting your mistake, you are now trying to use the Bible to justify your mistake and saying, you know what, even if it was a mistake, the church now has accepted and endorsed this mistake. So your parents raised you sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, I'm trying to block somebody on Facebook. Ban from all live streams. Confirmed. It's as simple as that. He came to my life to say APC TikToker. Would APC people, I'm not APC by the way, but would APC people go to a live supported by obedience and try to call them names? Allow people to support whoever they want to support. They don't want to support your candidate, leave them. Let me tell you, there's nothing sweeting me more. I'm seeing Chief Priest, I'm seeing Enviable, I'm seeing Obi Kubana following Tinubu to London. You see, let us not get to a place where people will do you like this because of the level of bullying you have done to them. Where they are supposed to pity you, where they're supposed to commemorate with you, but because you are trying to force feed your ideology down their throat, they will do you like this. I feel sorry for the people. But this election is not going to be like the last one. There are going to be a lot of your favorites running around like headless chickens. I'm not supporting this government, if you like, believe or not. If you can show me one link I have to this government, I will give you 100,000 naira. Just proven link. Let me tell you a story. I used to have a very good friend. I will code it. I used to have a very good friend who accused a famous politician of some misdemeanor. And The politician has been reaching out to me all this while. He wanted to share his own side of the story. I didn't bother myself. I wasn't interested because he's my friend. It's like Ife. You understand? Imagine if he comes to me and says, Olaoluwa did this to me, did this to me, did this to me. Now Olaoluwa is trying to reach out to me. I'm saying, no. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They sent people that I know to me. I just didn't want to hear it. Then I'm at a function and I meet the politician. The politician does not even tell me his side of the story. I just meet the politician and we take pictures. My friend goes to block me everywhere.
Oh.
I'm sure people know who I'm talking about. If you don't know, you think about it, you figure it out. My friend goes to...
write it in the comment section.
Yeah,
Comment section, help us.
As in, my friend that has been my friend for 5 years, that I've stood up for, has never done anything for me before, by the way. I just woke up one day, I just realized, I know this person feed again. I never said anything bad about the person. I never took sides with you. Just because you see me inside picture, and you want me to trust you. You want me to trust your account.
Yeah.
Of course, the politician, eventually, when I don't see, this one I like this. I go sit down with the politician, I hear your own side of the story, hear the own side. I'm not taking any sides. I'm not taking any sides. But at the end of the day, if I were to take sides, it will not be my friend's side. Because you have personally shown to me that you have a character flaw. You have a character flaw. As in,
I can't see comment sections. I can't see the name.
no need to call any name. As in, you went out to block me. I've always taken your side. So because I'm taking your side now, I cannot take a picture.
And because picture is seen as, you're
supporting the other person.
the opponent. Yeah, that's how they say it.
It's an assumption.
Is it not low IQ? Is it not a low IQ assumption? Did you call me? Did you put a call? And these are the people that you want me to vote for. These are the people that you want me to support. These are the people you want me to respect. Someone that I've been on their side all my life.
I think I have an idea of who you're talking about.
You do.
I'm trying to see if people, I'm just watching the live now with my other account because I can't see comments myself. And then I just noticed, say you block, you block me for WhatsApp, you block me everywhere. You don't even send me letter. You get something that you go send letter. Say, Baba, this thing you do, you effed up this, da.
Yeah.
You just blocked me. Then tomorrow I go see you one place, I'll say, no, this is a good person. You've forgotten that we have mouth. And we are living a lived experience. You don't understand what a lived experience is. I've had an experience with Olaoluwa. Anything you like, say about Olaoluwa. I will always have my own experience with her as a reference point.
Yeah.
I don't believe any of them. I'm not taking sides with anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that if you are my friend for this many years and a picture or a video, that means, let me explain something to you. That means he gets something where you been get from that person, where you believe, say me too, I go get. You don't understand. It's sinister. I understand if you unfollow me. Even I don't even understand if you unfollow me. I don't understand. Without you, without calling me and having a conversation.
Without reaching out. Yeah.
Without reaching out and saying, Baba, wait till even happen, Seth. Then tomorrow you'll be up and down crying about being a victim. I'm worried though. I'm worried about the people that are crying about this government, that this government is bad. I am seeing a level of character flaw in these people that I'm comparing it to this government and I'm seeing it as worse. I'm sorry. Because I've had these are lived experiences. I never came and bashed you, never took support with the other side.
Yeah.
But say, I meet person, I no invite the person come my life, just that it already giving you jitters. It's scary. It's
It's not a
scary.
good feeling.
And let me tell you, because you are enjoying the goodwill of the people that you have manipulated to believe your scenario is worrying. Is worrying. I'm afraid of the hands of those who want to deliver Nigeria from APC. I'm afraid of them. The people that want to save Nigeria. I've seen things that scare me. Anyway, let's get back to.
Yeah.
Let's
Because
get
me,
back
I'm not
to.
into politics. I'm not a politics person.
Me neither.
Don't
I'm
concern
not.
me. Make Nigeria just get better. That's
See,
my.
I'm not, and I'm telling you up
So some
front
of
that
us can start coming back home
I'm
gradually.
telling you up front that the person I'm supporting is Omoyele Sowore. Is the person I supported last
And you've always
election,
said that.
and
You've always
up
said
until
that from the
now,
beginning.
that support has not switched.
Mm.
However, I don't want to demarket. You see, I'll tell you a story. The estate I lived in was developed by a developer who one of his estates collapsed and buyed people. I did my investigation. The house that collapsed was marked X. They had fundamental problems with it and they wanted to demolish themselves. But before they were able to demolish it, there was one of those heavy rainfall days. The house now collapsed. The house was sealed off. Guess who died in the house? These people that sell gala on the road, these people that sell Okada riders, they entered into the house for safety from a storm. It's not like the people had rented the house. They were illegal occupants that if you drive out, they will say you are wicked. The house now collapsed and everybody was going agog. I sat down and I thought about it. I'm like, if I join them inside this thing, I'm going to demarket all these people's work that they've done. Of course, each of those families need to be compensated, no matter how it is. If you meant you flogging them not to stay inside the house because the house was unsafe, flog them.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were able to slip through your security one way or the other and shelter in a house that ended up collapsing is still your fault. Not wholly your fault as because you actually marked the house for demolition. Some people don't realize that. Are you demarketing the estate for one building that was meant to be demolished? Or are you demarketing the estate because the estate truly has problem? Sometimes some of us are demarketing Nigeria unconsciously because of the agenda of other political parties who cannot come into power unless they've sold the narrative that Nigeria is totally hopeless. Don't let any political party use you as a pawn. I can tell you something for free. Democracy can never save Nigeria. Nigeria needs an iron hand. Not what we are doing now. Any government, as long as media is free, they'll come and cho. This person touch my bobby. This person do this person do this. Before you know it, you will have a mess on your hands that you cannot solve. So let's be careful how we demarket Nigeria. I know you guys are abroad and you are safe from it, but are you really safe from it?
No, because everybody's coming back home.
No be your papa just buy where you won't come bury. Now eat Bluetooth, you want to bury your papa. So even if you not day here, you day here by proxy, you still get loved ones that are here. So I'm not saying don't say the truth about Nigeria, but don't paint Nigeria bad to the point where, see, forget all this Iran and Venezuela. Now oil, those people want go there, go take.
Yeah.
Orange man, in as much as he's The way they behave. Baba, at least he still tell you, say, at the end of the day, we dey share their oil. He talk am. Other president go come make am look like na save they want see. Meanwhile, na that oil their eye dey. So be careful how you allow yourself to be roped into any type of politics that you don't have the understanding of. Because every good government that turned bad in Nigeria was the savior of Nigeria just before it went bad.
Yeah.
Back to our Bible as we're ending here. We are defaulted by our parents to think religiously and superstitiously. It is that default mode. Why didn't God come through for me? Was God really supposed to come through for you? You look at somebody and say, this person served God. Yet her husband was wicked to her. Oh, life did not do her well. There's nowhere in the Bible where it says if you serve God, everything will be okay for you.
Yeah.
There are more places in the Bible that say if you serve God, you'll be persecuted. The Bible does not promise prosperity. Instead, it promises persecution. Ife, are you ready for me?
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 9. Matthew chapter 24, verse 9.
Matthew 24, verse 9. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and tried. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. And many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and will deceive.
What was the promise? For my followers, you will do what?
You'll be arrested.
You'll be arrested and persecuted.
And tried.
So if you see somebody that tells you he's Christ's follower and he's balling, this is not the promise.
No, it's not the promise.
This is not the promise. This is your imagination. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12.
Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 12 says, yes, and everyone who wants to live a godly life in Yahushua Christ will suffer persecution.
As in, it's okay, it's okay. Don't need to. You will suffer persecution. It doesn't say you enjoy life. It doesn't say life will be good. It is not a promise Christians were given. It's an Old Testament promise. 1 Peter chapter 4 from verse 12.
First Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Verse 12. Dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you're going through, as if something strange were happening to you. Instead, be very glad, for these trials make you partners with Christ in his suffering.
As in, you are supposed to be a partner with Christ in his suffering for your trials. Continue.
In his suffering, so that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when it is revealed to the world. If you're insulted because you bear the name of Christ, you will be blessed, for the glorious Spirit of God rests upon you. If you suffer, however, it must not be for lying, stealing, making trouble, or prying into other people's affairs. But it is no shame to suffer for being a Christian. Praise God for the privilege of being called by his name. Wow.
Acts chapter 5, verse 41. I will tire you today.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Acts chapter 5, verse 31.
Acts chapter 5, verse 41. Yes. 41.
Okay, verse 41. The apostles left the high council rejoicing that God had counted them worthy to suffer disgrace for the name of Yahushua. Wow. Wow.
Let me ask you, is this the version of Christianity you see today?
No.
If Peter and Paul, let me ask you a question. If Peter and Paul come to your church, would they recognize what you people are doing?
No.
No.
You are carrying offering baskets 20 times up and down. Building fund, this fund, that fund. As in, just think about, read. You see, that's why I said, don't listen to your pastors. Because what they sold to you as the foolishness of God is their personal foolishness and mumu. Instead, read the scriptures. As in, they disgrace. You know who the Sanhedrin were? Google who the Sanhedrin were. You can't even understand this unless you study the Talmud. The Sanhedrin was like the high council. Google. Comprising of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. It will explain it. Just asking who are the Sanhedrin.
So that's Sandarin. Is that it?
Sanhedrin. There's an H there somewhere. Sanhe.
Hadrian. Sanhedrin. Okay, so there were ancient Jewish ruling council, central authority in religion and law. Key facts about them: their origin was second temple period. Location was Jerusalem. Their size was 71 members in the Great Sanhedrin. Members were priests, elders, and scribes. Their role was interpreted the Jewish law, judged legal and religious cases, and also advised political leadership. Historical note mentioned in accounts of the trial of Jesus Christ. The lost authority after the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE. I don't know what that means.
Yahushua, don't forget. So, what was the Sanhedrin comprised of? It will tell you that the scribes, the Pharisees, and the Sadducees.
There were scribes. Yeah. Hold on.
So, the apostles went in front of the religious council and were disgraced. And they counted themselves worthy. This disgrace. God, thank you for this disgrace.
So there were 71 in number. And they were mostly chief priests, elders, scribes, or teachers of the law. And religious parties, there were Pharisees and Sadducees. Leadership, there were high priests often held strong influence. Presiding officer called the Naija.
Now,
profile of members. Okay.
Put to Google, what was the job of the Sanhedrin in the Talmud? So you understand, I want you to understand the Jewish setting. I did Talmud studies for 2 years. So I studied the Babylonian, there are two Talmuds, the Jerusalem Talmud and the Babylonian Talmud. So what is the role of the Sanhedrin in the Talmud? The Talmud has two parts, the Mishnah and the Gemara. Well, anyway, read it by yourself.
Okay, so the role of the Sanhedrin in the Talmud: central legal authority. They were the highest courts in the Jewish law. Final decisions on difficult cases. Interpreting the law, they explained and applied the Torah. Set binding rulings for the people. Then teaching and preserving tradition. Passed down oral law. Material later recorded in the Talmud. Then the judicial function was tried many cases, handle religious and civil disputes. The national decisions were declared war in ancient times.
So you can now understand who these people were. They were like the supreme ruling council.
Like the Supreme Court.
Yes, equivalent in a theocracy. What's a theocracy? A system run by God. God chooses the kings. God sets the law. The law came from Moses, who heard from God. Your law does not come from Moses. You don't live in a theocracy, you live in a democracy. So the role of the Sanhedrin was to uphold the Torah. Now, the If you read what's the Mishnah, the Mishnah is the Torah was oral initially, and it became the Mishnah. They started to write it down. So the Mishnah was like the oral, and you read it. Just in case I'm lying to you.
The Mishnah, the core Jewish legal text, first written record of the oral law, key fact compiled around 200. What does CE mean?
Common Era.
CE. Okay, 200 Common Era CE, edited by Judah Anasi, and it was written in Hebrew. What it contains: laws on daily life, religious rules and practices, court procedures, festivals, and rituals.
Now, Google, now since you have a basic understanding of what, now Google what the Gemara is. Say they say the amount of work you have to do to be able to understand this thing.
And it's a lot.
And I've not done, but for you to understand the Talmud properly, you need 7 to 10 years. I did 2 years, my brain wants to burst.
Wow.
The Gemara, it's the key idea is the commentary on the Mishnah.
So the Mishnah is the written law.
What it does,
the Gemara is now the debate on the law. Now the Mishnah and the Gemara together form the Talmud. Continue, read it to them.
So what it does, it explains the laws in the Mishnah. It analyzes and debates meanings, expands with examples and cases. The language was mostly Aramaic, some Hebrew, Aramaic, and some Hebrew. And there were 2 versions of the Gemara. There was the Babylonian Gemara and the Jerusalem Gemara.
Which is what I told you about, which is the Babylonian Talmud and the Jerusalem Talmud.
The mission plus the Gemara equals the Talmud. That's what it says.
Which is what I said.
How did you read all these things? How many years did it take you to do all these things?
7, 8 years.
Huh?
I read so many meaningless things to find meaning.
Wow. How many years did you
I did 2 years of only Talmud studies. And I don't know anything in the Talmud. I can sit down and debate Talmud with a Christian because I know they don't know anything. But I can't debate it with a Jew. If a Jew came and said, Daddy Freeze, hey, you are an expert on the Talmud, I will kneel down and say, please, sorry, no. But if your Daddy Geo comes and talks, and let me tell you, why do I give the Talmud validity? Matthew chapter 23, verse 1. Ife. Matthew 23, verse 1 is what gives the Talmud its validity. Yes.
Then
Christians will argue against. Sorry, read it. Read, my darling.
Then Yahushua said to the crowd and to his disciples, the teachers of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the law of Moses. So practice and obey whatever they tell you. But don't follow their example, for they don't practice what they teach. They crush people with unbearable religious demand.
It's okay. Let us now start examining who said this.
Yahushua.
Christ himself. Who? Read it again from the beginning.
Then Yahushua said to the crowd and to his disciples, the teachers of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the law of Moses.
Stop. Who are the what's the combination of the teachers of religious law and the Pharisees? Olaoluwa. There is a word that joins the 2 of them together.
Oh, so is the Talmud plus the Mishnah equals the Gemara? Which one?
The scribes and the Pharisees.
The Pharisees and the Sadducees.
What are they?
Yeah. They're the leaders now.
There's a name for them. You've used it today.
Teachers of the law.
Yeah, but there's a name for them.
There's a name for them.
That's the Sanhedrin.
Okay, the Sanhedrin.
So Christ is here telling you that the Sanhedrin are the official interpreters of the law of Moses. You must obey them, but don't behave like them.
Don't follow the example.
So if Christ is telling you to obey the Sanhedrin, and the Sanhedrin are the core of the Talmud, the center of the Talmud, they are the ones that form the Gemara, that is the debates to the Mishnah, that combined with the Mishnah form the Talmud. How dare you as a Christian tell me that they are not important in understanding the Torah? This is the stupidity you see in our faith that makes you want to slap people against the wall. Make it make sense to me. Christ himself, I'm not quoting the words of Abraham. I'm not quoting the words of Moses. I'm not quoting the words of Paul. I'm quoting the words of Christ. So unless you want to cut this part out of the Bible, you have to go. That's this one single verse that made me go and study the Talmud. Because if they are the official interpreters of the law of Moses, and they officially interpret, that is what they Google what was the work of the Sanhedrin in the Talmud. Just this, we're ending here. The job of the Sanhedrin in the Talmud. Just read only that for us. And you understand that Christ was the one that actually explained their work. Just Google it. What was their job?
Okay, so the Sanhedrin in Talmud, they were the highest court, final authority in the Jewish law. They interpreted law.
Is that not what Christ said in Matthew 25?
Yeah.
Matthew 23?
Okay,
Continue reading.
Yeah.
They interpreted the law, they judged cases, they taught the law, preserved and transmitted oral tradition, nationality authorities, they set the calendar, the religious activities. Then they also supervised the courts, directed lower courts across the land.
All right. So if Christ says obey them, and if Christ says they are interpreters of the law, why are you reading the law without their interpretation? Unless Christ came and said, you see this Sanhedrin, no answer them. Oh. He said, obey them, just don't behave like them. So for you to understand the Old Testament, for you to understand the book of Jeremiah, for you to understand the book of Ezekiel, for you to understand the book of Isaiah, you have to first understand the first 5 books of Moses. That is called the Pentateuch or the Torah. You have to understand Genesis. You have to understand Numbers. You have to understand Leviticus. You have to understand Exodus. You have to understand Deuteronomy. And how do you understand this without those that received the oral law and were the ones sitting in the seat of Moses? Matthew 23 verse 1 says they are sitting in the seat of Moses, the official interpreters of the law of Moses. So for you can't just go and pick. That's my problem with Pentecostal church. They will just go Jeremiah, just pick one line, begin to run riot with the line. Let us end here. I know you are tired. We've been on for over 3 hours. We continue tomorrow if you guys want us to.
Okay.
And tomorrow I promise that we can be a bit more streamlined. So because we've spoken a lot today, we've dropped a lot of facts, we now can put everything together to have a better understanding of what God really wants. Thank you all so much.
Keep to time. If you tell me a mom came this time, keep to that time. That difference.
No problem. I'll chat you up tomorrow. We'll talk. Olaoluwa, thank you so much to everyone who stayed and watched. Thank you so much. I know this is not our usual gossip, but encourage me to do these sessions. If you don't turn up for these sessions, I will not be encouraged to do them. I'd rather just come and talk about Burna Boy and it's easy. I sit down, relax. I can be playing on my phone. You guys can be quarreling about it. This one, my brain has to work. I have to be showing you things. I have to open your eyes to things. Do you understand? I never go to the Bible without first understanding who the message is for. How do you interpret this? I need to go through. If not, I will call Lucifer devil. I will call Lucifer devil because my parents called him devil, because that's what they were taught. And I will see the truth, and I'll never be able to reconcile the truth with reality, because the truth goes against dogma. So God bless us all. If you enjoyed the session, send me a DM. If you have any questions, send me a DM. Drop it in the comment section. Please don't let me feel like what I did was a waste of time. And these beautiful ladies who have children and other important things to do, don't let them feel like what we did today was a waste of time. God bless us.
Yeah, thank you for the insights.
And thank you too for your time. Thank you,
Okay, then.
Ife.
More grace to you. All right, bye, Ife.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy birthday